I'm always inspired to hear the founders and executives that talk about the early days of this great company and the challenges they have overcome to reach this point in time, and their vision for the future. 30 years after launching the Business Opportunity Program, I believe there has never been a better time to be a Multipure independent distributor. During this conference, you will hear many people talk about the exciting changes taking place within Multipure, and others will be talking about the market opportunity that's expanding for Multipure products in a world that is still waking up to the reality they need better water at a lower cost. And no doubt you will learn more about the Multipure Business Opportunity Program and why it's the right business for you to be in today. I think Zach made that point pretty clearly, as did Kenton. But what I plan to talk about today is how the world has changed since the founding of Multipure in 1970 and the launch of the Multipure Business Opportunity Program in 1982. More specifically, I will talk about how the internet has changed the way we do business. I will begin by telling you about my own background and how I got involved with the internet in Multipure, and then I will follow it by outlining how the internet serves to reinforce and support the fundamentals of building a strong Multipure business. I'm going to date myself now as if the gray hair hadn't already done that, and tell you that I graduated from high school the same year that Multipure was founded. So much has changed in the world since that time, I barely know where to begin. Following high school and then college, I spent the next 30 years building a successful career in sales and marketing in the information technology industry. I had the pleasure of working for some of the leaders of the industry and saw firsthand the impact that the digital age was having on everyone. In 1983, I began using the first IBM personal computer, a product that marked the beginning of powerful personal productivity tools becoming available to a broad segment of the American public. Interestingly, that was also the same year I purchased my first Multipure drinking water system from a friend. At the time, I didn't realize how much both of these first would change my life for the better. As the 1980s progressed, I became vaguely aware of a new development in communications technology that was the precursor to the internet. It had its roots in two of the federal government agencies that my company was working with at the time. For the most part, I just ignored it. In 1988, I left the world of government agencies to focus on commercial markets. This also was the year I signed up as a Multipure distributor. I had no interest in building a network. I just wanted to buy the products at a discount, offer them to people I knew, and earn a commission. It was not until 1995 that I first became fully aware of this new thing called the internet was becoming important. That's the year I attended a business conference where Geoffrey Moore was the keynote speaker. If his name is not familiar to you, he is a Silicon Valley technology consultant and author of several noteworthy books on trends in emerging technology and technology adoption lifecycle. In the course of his presentation, Mr. Moore directed everyone in the audience to pull out their business cards and take a look at them. Then he said, anyone who does not have an @ sign on their business card is at risk of becoming obsolete. I was stunned. Not only did I not have an @ sign on my business card, nobody in my company had one either. And that's what I refer to as my internet wake-up call. From that point forward, I made it my mission to understand what the internet was all about and how I could leverage it to support my business. I changed companies to join one that was better positioned to capitalize on this emerging technology and focused on learning about the PC-based tools that served as the interface to the internet. In some respects, it felt like I was starting over again, and it was really exciting. The dot-com market was exploding, and the internet looked like a gold rush. Relatively few companies had a website yet, but everyone needed one. In 1999, I joined a consulting firm called IXL that specialized in helping companies make the move to online marketing and selling, commonly referred to as e-commerce. My new company had attracted the brightest minds I'd ever worked with, and there was a level of creativity in the work I simply had never experienced before. Information technology is not noted as being creative. We told everyone we were the fusion of technology, creative design, and marketing strategy. It made for interesting bedfellows, with project meetings being attended by computer nerds, creative freaks, spiked green hair, and polished professional types in pinstripe suits, all of whom worked for my company. Those were heady days, although short-lived. By mid-2000, the dot-com bubble burst, and businesses like ours, the ones that were doing amazing work, taking companies of all sizes online in a big way, simply ran out of customers. It was time for me to move on again. In 2003, I was working for an IT consulting firm managing a sales team pursuing more traditional, pure technology development projects. While there, one of the consultants I worked with at IXL, Brian Browning, and I started talking about the good old days and how we should leverage what we knew about the internet to build our own online company. I told Brian about Multipure and their great products, which seemed at the time to be underrepresented on the internet. Neither of us could afford to quit our day jobs, so we decided to develop and launch a website in our spare time that was dedicated to selling Multipure products to consumers. We named the business Water to Drink. While I knew quite a bit about writing business plans and selling technology to businesses, developing business relationships, and product marketing, I did not have any meaningful experience selling to consumers or operating a product-centric e-commerce website. We launched the website in 2004. The website looked great, but it failed as a business. We simply were not attracting enough customers, and we lost money right from the start. This was the beginning of our Braille education, you know, the one you get from feeling your way along as you go. We continued our trial and error approach for a year and a half, and we grew discouraged, but we didn't quit. Early in 2006, we tried something new yet again, but this time things began to turn around. It did not occur overnight, but we began to earn a profit each month. Finally, by the end of the year, we were feeling much more positive about the business. And to our surprise, Multipure declared Water to Drink Salesperson of the Year for 2006, based upon the number of Multipure drinking water systems we had sold. Our success continued and our business grew in the subsequent years, and Multipure recognized Water to Drink again and again for the next 4 years in a row as Sales Team of the Year or Co-Sales Team of the Year. Finally, just last year in 2011, another Multipure distributor won the sales record instead of us. I knew it was just a matter of time for someone else topped Water to Drink in the annual sales contest, but frankly, after the initial disappointment of not winning had passed, I was pleased. Finally, some serious competition. The truth is, our business has never been better, though. 2012 will be the most profitable year we've ever enjoyed. With all the new ideas, plans, programs, and products, and activities that Multipure has introduced in the last year, I believe the best is yet to come for all of us.